All right, we're on. Hey guys, Alf Benny here. Thanks for coming. I got Leica today, the lovely Leica. Civil rights leaders.
So that happened, and there was much rejoicing and happiness.
I'm in the mood to chat, continue drinking, and doing other degenerate behavior.
Let me tell you what I've done to handle the stalker problem. I have liberally, and I liberally use the block button.
I'm beautiful!
Oh, hi! Guess what time it is, motherfuckers? It's time for another ATeam video. What's up?
Whoop whoop.
Whoop.
Whoop,
Yay,
whoop.
yay, 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 yay! We got the War Kettle. We got Alfie. We got the beautiful Krissy. And we've got the gay up in here. What's up, Dan? He ain't gonna talk, is he? Is he even gonna say shit?
No, he might pop up and say something at some point when something dumb is said in this
He's
video.
typing.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't talk.
He says he can't, but I'm sure he'll pop
okay.
in to say something.
He's just crashing the party, I guess.
Yeah, just talk and text, and that'll come up too.
Okay, so what we watching?
So I want to say, I find
Well, what we watching?
this video is some random vegan with some sort of French or maybe Austrian accent or whatever it is. He sounds like a gay Arnold Schwarzenegger. But he made this video about Devon because of all the stuff with the vegan that's going on, the vegans going on. So he made this video called, which I find hilarious, "The Death of Atheism Is Unstoppable." Like the death to who? The vegans? Like nobody else cares. Like, oh no, 0.6% of Devon's audience is upset. But yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
This guy's a cunt. I didn't like this video at all.
No, it makes no sense. It's
No.
just bashing. It's basically, I mean, you can make videos bashing on people, but I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
For this point, it's like he's trying to make a point, but he makes no points. He's just basically every point he makes is, "Oh, you're weak," or "Oh, this, oh, that," and it's like, no, but you're not explaining why you think it's weak or why you
These
think it's
vegans basically are just like, I don't like Devon Tracy. Wham!
I raise my nose at you.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Snobby fucks.
shall
I
press
don't
play?
care if you're an ally, okay? You're an asshole.
And in the end, it's really like Devon's basically vegan, like as close to vegan as a person.
Yeah.
Who barely eats any meat. You know, his girlfriend's a vegan. He
Yeah.
mostly eats with her, what she makes, what she cooks and stuff. So
So I suppose I better press
it's
play.
really fun. Yeah, let's start it.
All right, just let me know when you want me to pause, basically.
Whenever you're ready.
I said when you pause. That corny anime avatar again.
Ugh, it's gross.
Yeah. It's not even a good one either.
Some
It's very
people say
amateur.
that you need a lot of words to describe something. Well, in this case it's pretty easy and simple. Devon Tracy has been around for quite some time, and I was actually one of the people who liked and respected
He
him.
does the crowd.
But after the recent debate on veganism, I just
Shit.
First off, he already said debate on veganism. Devon has not made one debate on veganism, so I don't know what he's talking about. He just saw something that wasn't a debate as a debate. So
This anime character reminds me of Joe Live Life's new anime character.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah.
gay.
It is fuck.
super amateur.
What's with the weird blonde bit on the top, like
Yeah.
an ice cream cone or something?
Look at
Look at him
Another-
holding a cigarette. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
so cool and edgy.
it's a really gay way to hold it. This French. But I was gonna say it's kind of weird that he says I've been watching Devon Tracy for a long time, and it's like it never popped up in your mind to think that, oh, is he vegan or not? You know, like it didn't care. But now that it comes up, it's like, oh, I can't watch him anymore because he's not a vegan. It's kind of ridiculous, right?
Yep.
Who gives a shit?
All right.
So it's like with all this whole time you were watching him, he wasn't a vegan, but you enjoyed his content. Now that you know he's not a vegan, you're not going to enjoy his content anymore. So So weird.
Like finding out someone likes mushrooms when you don't like mushrooms.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, no,
basically.
can't be friends with you anymore.
Yeah.
You eat mushrooms.
Yeah, Grant doesn't like tomatoes, so I'm not going to be friends with him anymore. I love tomatoes. So weird.
It is. Anyway, I'll press play.
Yeah. Carry on.
Can't take him seriously anymore. Friends, Devon Tracy just dropped the IQ score of the entire planet by at least 10 to 15
Drop the
points.
Which is
IQ
impossible.
score.
You can't drop IQ scores, especially halfway through your life. Like, that
Him,
doesn't
and
even
I
make
want to get some things off my chest.
Sorry.
I think they really just think that this IQ thing is a good point, and it's so
No.
stupid.
Yep.
Well, that was a very dumb point right there, since you can't really drop IQ. So.
Exactly.
Devon, it's not that I'm mad at you. I'm just shocked that I was able to actually
not that
like
I'm mad
someone
at you.
who's either a
Fucking
dishonest
cares,
piece of
dude.
garbage or just a degenerated fucking moron. It's about to get embarrassing.
Trying to talk shit. Oh, look at that. He has an avatar of his character using a transparent PNG, showing video footage behind it. Wonder where he got that idea from.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, because when I came to YouTube, nobody was doing that.
Oh, someone was inspired by your way of creating videos? Boo-hoo, Devon, boo-hoo, you cry.
What the hell is
Get
this?
over it. How old are you?
Get
13?
over it. He
Jesus
wasn't
He's just
crying.
pointing
about
it out,
He was
man.
Pointing it out, yeah. He was just pointing out that, hey, look, you're a fan of mine, and you take my content as inspiration, but now here you are bitching at me over
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
And that awful that you've done everything you can to mimic me.
Yeah, yeah,
Well
yeah.
done.
Yeah, but now you're bashing on me because I don't do the things that you do. Like, that's
All the
basically what
things
he's
you
saying.
want
He's
me
just
to
calling
do.
you an idiot. Yeah. So weird.
Mhm.
Stop crying.
Tears? God, this is...
Ironically, he's the one who's
reason
whining and
people
bitching.
don't
Yeah,
debate because
Yeah,
they
that's
don't
true.
care. You have to have a sufficient amount of caring to even talk to someone. Now, I'm making this video because I find it to be whimsical and I have an
Yeah.
audience to entertain. Not to mention, you freaking cunts do this to everyone. And I'm trying to help you people because I'm pro-vegan. And your tactics...
That's one thing right there that I think every single person who's seen these videos Devon's done has not taken on board at all. And that is, Devon is actually giving genuine creative criticism that they desperately fucking need. Desperately need.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, it's
instead
true.
of
It's like
actually analysing what Devon's got to say and weighing it up on that, they just want to be like, oh, but he said he wasn't 100% vegan. And that's just retarded.
yeah, it is. It's like, yeah, I want to help you. Let me give you some advice, and you're like, yeah, but you're not vegan. It's like, what
Yeah,
does that
he's-
have to do with it?
Devon's never really argued a point against veganism.
No,
he's
he's not.
only ever argued for the fact that these are spurgy little twats.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's right. They are
Yeah.
spurgy little twats. I mean,
Yeah, Exactly.
they can't. Yeah, they can't. They don't have an argument because there isn't an argument.
That happened to me too. I was some guy commented on me on a video, and he was like, "Oh, I've seen your videos. I've seen your content on veganism. You have terrible points and this." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about? My content on veganism? I've never made a video about veganism. All my videos have been about specific people who happen to be vegan. Like, and I'm talking about them, not their cause."
They're so
could-
fucking obsessed.
I could care
Everything is
less.
about veganism.
Exactly. And meanwhile, I could care less about veganism. I care less that you're vegan. I don't give a shit. Be a vegan all you want. I'm not against it.
Exactly.
Why would I have arguments against veganism if I'm not against it?
Yeah.
Against your
Doesn't
diet.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
So
It's fucking
strange.
poop for all I care. I don't give a shit.
And when it
Enjoy
comes
your
to the
diet.
moral stuff, I believe there's a lot more important things to worry about than,
Yeah,
a couple
I
of
do too.
cows being stabbed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like how human trafficking and shit, like of
Mhm.
children.
Well,
That's
how about
really
the
good.
conditions we keep those cows in? Like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
worse. But they think not eating them is the only way to stop that. Like, we can't possibly all get together and petition the government to like make regulations on that. No, you just have to stop eating meat.
Right.
So personally, to me, I think those are all when they use things like that, like saying like, oh, but look at the way they treat animals. I think some of them legitimately feel that way, but I think others just use that as an excuse to get people to stop eating meat.
Oh,
'Cause I
yeah,
think their true
definitely.
cause is to stop people from eating meat. It's not really about the treatment of animals. They just don't want people to eat meat.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Devon's been promoting veganism for a really long time. If
Yeah,
they
yeah.
wanted to use Devon to promote veganism, there is actually quite a lot of content out there that they can pull on. But instead, because Devon went after,
Others.
well, he didn't even, fucking the vegan twat, whatever his name is, Vegan Gains, was
Mhm.
dickish to Devon, so Devon was dickish back. And it's like,
And then they cried about it.
for some reason, Devon's in a war with vegans. And it's like, no, that's not even what this was about. Like, I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't get it. That's what it is.
So
It's
dumb.
like you guys are saying that all they think about is veganism. That's all they care about. So no matter what your criticism is, no matter how you respond to them or what it's about, it just goes right back to veganism for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like most of the criticisms is on them, their behavior, not on their cause or whatever. But they don't see it that way. Hey, I think you act like a dick. Oh yeah, but where do you stand on veganism? Like what? Like what? What are
Same
you
as
talking
the
about?
Tommy people, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah.
we agree with Tommy on his points. We just don't agree with
Yeah.
this particular thing that's happening to Tommy.
Yeah, you disagree with
Like,
one point, and it's now you're
And-
against him completely.
exactly. Now we love Muslims and Muslim
Yeah.
rapists.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
What? When did this happen?
exactly.
Oh dear.
It's a form of extremism. That's what it is.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
it definitely
Mhm.
is. It's fundamentalism.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
ideologues.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's see what the
Okay, go
rest
ahead.
of this moron's got to say, shall we?
Mhm.
Are fucking lame.
You are trying to help us? Well, nobody cares if you pay lip service to veganism. We want to see you go vegan, you
Yeah, see, that's the part.
stupids.
That's the part that shows it. They don't care to have somebody help them be vegan. They want people to be vegan. So it's
What?
like,
Yep.
Devon tries to help him, and he's like, "Oh, what you think you want is we want you to help us. We don't want lip service from you. We want you to be a vegan." Like what? Why? Why do you want
That's
him
so
to? Be a
dumb.
vegan?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you care about? You could probably get 100 people to turn into a vegan from somebody helping you, but you don't care about that. You just want that one person to be vegan.
You can't even work with them. Like, that's the point here.
Yeah, that's the
like,
point.
even if you say, yeah, I'm on your team, I agree with you, we should find a better standard of living, you know, for animals and people alike. You know, there might be better ways to go about what we're doing. But no.
Mm-mm.
It's like you refuse to eat the same diet as me.
Yeah.
End of story.
How
not
stupid
fair.
does that sound?
Yeah, it's so dumb.
You won't eat like me, so fuck you.
If you think veganism is about a diet, then you don't understand it.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And what about
Stupid,
I wonder
stupid human being.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Krissy, go on.
I just wonder their thoughts on people like, say, Ricky Gervais, who spend a lot of money on animal welfare and animal rights, and his activism is, you know, it's out there. People know about it. He's strong on that. I wonder how they feel about him having a burger. I mean, he's done more for animal rights and, you know, welfare than probably any vegan that just stops eating meat has ever done. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, the act of not doing anything to me is benign compared to the act of actually doing something about it. Just,
Yeah.
I don't know where their moral virtue is coming from. Like,
It's actually a
Devon could
very
be
good
giving
point.
millions of pounds to, you know, welfare and animal rights, but that wouldn't matter because he's not vegan. Like, seriously,
Mm-hmm.
that makes zero sense.
And
I think
him
they're
giving
of the
money would have
mind.
done more good for animal welfare than going vegan would.
It seems to me that they're of the mind that they can completely eliminate suffering, and I think they're retarded in that way because I don't think you can completely eliminate suffering. I think that the more realistic approach to any situation is to reduce the suffering as much as possible. And I mean, you can do that in a number of ways, but just not eating meat isn't the only way to do that. Like a lot of these vegans, they'll be like, you know what? What about animals? What about pollution? What about this? It's like, hey, so do you drive a car? Do you use a vehicle that emanates fuel that goes into the atmosphere? Yeah, but so what? That's different, you know? The world has adjusted to this. Everybody needs a car to get everywhere. Okay, well, people also need to eat meat because we've been doing that for a long time. So, what's your fucking point? As long as we're reducing the suffering in the world, that's the best thing and the most realistic way we can approach the situation. And like to them, it's like that's not good enough. It has to be 100% totally all in. You got to get rid of all suffering, and that's what you need to care about.
But they just want the world to turn vegan literally overnight.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not practical in any way, and not a single one of them has anything else other than just everyone going vegan overnight. There's no pre-planning and forethought of how it's going to happen. How can we actually, make the world go vegan and things like that, and increase vegan products and things like that. I mean, forgetting the fact that vegan products are fucking expensive. Like, I do not know how people can afford to be vegan. It's expensive.
Yeah, it is. And I find it funny you never hear them make videos promoting in vitro meat. Like maybe there's some out there that do.
That's
but
a good point.
It's rare. Like especially the bigger ones, they never really talk about in vitro meat. And I think that's the way to go if you're vegan. I think that's what you should be promoting the most and putting money into.
I agree.
You're spending money Patreoning these other vegans when you could be spending that same money giving into a real cause like in vitro meat that will actually help convince a lot of people.
Like, even just educating kids about how to make meals without using meat. I mean, a lot of people don't have those influences in their lives.
Yeah.
Like, that would help loads.
Yeah. Also, starting a petition to try to get the government to make more regulations on how they treat animals in these farms.
Yeah.
But you don't really see that going around either. And that's strange. It's like all they really care about is people to stop eating meat. They don't care about like actually ending the suffering. That's why I was saying before. I think for some of them it is about the suffering. I think for others it's just about, they just like the idea. They want people to stop eating meat.
Yeah.
They don't care about the suffering. Because if not, they would really do things to try to at least reduce the suffering, by, making new laws, trying to make laws, trying to convince people like, oh yeah, at least if you're going to eat meat, at least eat this kind of meat because it's less, less suffer from this. And, they don't really do that kind of stuff.
Oh well, I am on your side when it comes to kidnapping children. That's just plain wrong, but I'll do it anyway, just because I enjoy it. Why should I radically change my lifestyle? My parents rape kids too. You know what that makes you, Devon? It makes you a retarded loser. A loser.
Makes you a retarded loser.
A retarded loser.
What even kind of a comparison is that?
Yeah, it's not even.
What is that?
Can't compare those. Humans aren't the same as animals. We're different.
Well, that's another problem. Is there
any culture to go around raping people?
Yeah.
Like, that's obscene.
But this comes back to their a lot of them who believe that there's no difference between animals and humans.
Yeah, they don't understand human contract. That's just what it is. They don't get that concept. I've argued with them before and said, and tried to explain the human contract we have, but they don't understand the concept. I just end up having to explain it over and over again. It's like you can't kidnap children because we've signed a human contract with each other that's unspoken that says we're not going to steal each other's children.
And not only that, but
we have laws. We have no such contract with other animals.
Yeah, exactly.
That is contradicting himself on a daily basis. You have the biggest ego in the entire observable universe.
On a daily basis. He said he contradicts himself on a daily. How does he contradict himself on a daily basis? Is he trying to say that Devon eats meat every day? Because he doesn't.
Yeah.
He said like once a week, if that.
Well, I think you'll find everybody contradicts themselves on a daily basis.
Yeah, not
That's
everybody.
Yeah, normal.
Everybody's
That's part of growing as a person.
Yeah, he wouldn't know that because he's probably a kid.
Yeah, never prove yourself wrong because that's not helpful at all. Like what? I love how nothing about learning.
Yeah. I love how they'll call people weak too and be like, oh, you're weak because of this and that. And it's like everybody's weak on something. Everybody's strong on certain things and weak on certain things. Yeah. That's just the way it is. Nobody's fully strong on everything. It doesn't work that way. Dan said, good one, Krissy. It's true. It's true. That is part of learning. You have to be wrong.
What he just said is completely ridiculous,
Yeah. Yeah. That's what makes me think this guy's super young. On top of having this very childish avatar. But.
Yeah, just to think that avatar's a good fucking idea.
Yeah. Meanwhile, check this one out. Meanwhile, he's smoking a cigarette in his avatar, which makes me think he probably smokes in real life, which makes him weak. Yeah, you're strong because you don't eat meat, but you're not strong on keeping yourself healthy, I guess, and promoting this this product that's killed millions and millions and millions of people throughout the years.
Well, how do they sleep at night knowing that they've promoted all of these vegetable companies that have all of this horrible labor towards poor men that have to do backbreaking work in fields for hours and day with a beating
Yep.
sun on them. Like, how
yeah.
do you feel about that exactly?
Well, yeah,
Like,
there's the
you're-
ethical
you-
side of it
how-
all, isn't there? Definitely.
Exactly. You can't be too ethical in this world. You can't care too much for ethics in this world because it will drive you mad. You
Yeah.
can't save the world. Like, all you can do is act, decently.
Yeah.
And I've never hurt an animal. Like, I might have consumed animals, but I've never actually hurt an animal.
Yeah.
Do you know?
And
Like,
on top of that, to grow that many vegetables in such numbers, you have to use these crazy chemicals that kill bugs, fuck the ecosystem, and just fuck some
what about the
tons of shit.
birds?
Yeah, it kills birds. Yeah, the birds eat those bugs that eat that pesticide. You know what I'm saying? And they get sick. And then
And just the consumption of that land alone, like,
Yeah.
well, what if that was deer breeding ground to begin with?
Yeah.
You've just made it so it can't be.
on top of that, we're eating that stuff too that has all those chemicals on it. You can wash it off, but I'm sure not all of it comes off.
If you go down this ethical route and you think humans are unnatural, then you're going to end up in a cave somewhere, like a fucking hairy beast man,
and
that
the way
no
that-
one's interested in.
And the way they spread those pesticides on crops when they're real big is to drop it from a plane, so that goes in the air as well, and causes pollution. Like small farms, they'll shoot it out of those little fucking sticks they have to shoot they spray it out. But the big enough crops, they'll just use a plane and drop it off. That shit just goes in the air and we breathe all that shit. So regardless, no matter what you're eating, we're causing suffering and
Yeah.
problems.
But it's about reducing the suffering.
Yeah, it's
But they don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they
all
don't
you
care about
can do is
reductionism.
work towards reducing it. You can't
Yeah.
actually eliminate it.
No.
It's,
In fact, just jumping straight to eliminating it is going to make it last longer. Reductionism will actually drop the rates, you know what I'm saying? And over time, people will stop. And that's, maybe it takes longer, but it's reducing during that wait,
But I find it rare to find a meat eater that is pro-suffering.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
I don't know a single
Yeah,
one,
there's
mate.
I don't know their point. Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
most people agree with you. Yeah,
But that's the
suffering
way
is
they see it. Yeah, that's the
it.
way they see it. It's ridiculous. They're just like, oh, well, if you eat meat, then you're stabbing animals. It's like, no, I'm not. I haven't stabbed an animal. What are you talking about?
I stab it after it's dead, but
Mhm.
Do these people seriously think that you feel shit after you die anyways? I mean, if you're
Yeah.
killing something, aren't you, in effect, totally ending the potential
Yeah.
for suffering to begin with?
I think he says that in this video later where he says that, like, something about putting a bolt in a cow's brain and then stabbing it. It's like, well, yeah, but the stabbing part doesn't matter anymore because he's dead from the bolt to the brain. Like, stabbing is useless after that. It's just to drain its blood. It's already dead. It doesn't suffer from that. And the bolt kills it pretty quick, so you don't have to worry about suffering there. But they think death is suffering, and I don't think it is.
well, I wonder how they think animal welfare is going to go when we stop eating animals. Who is going to pay to feed those cows in the field, to keep the pigs,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
feed them, medicate them like we do? Because guess what? The
No.
world is no longer suitable for these
Yeah.
animals.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
all those cows will suffer because if you let them out
Oh,
in
of
the
course
wild,
they
they'll
will.
suffer. If you take care of them, they're probably going to suffer anyway. They're going to suffer the same way.
Well, they're
regardless.
not
We have
wild
nowhere to keep them. We
animals.
have nowhere to put them.
And this is the thing: is the cattle that we eat is domesticated and bred to be cattle and to be meat products. It's not like we're talking about
Yeah,
wild
they rely
animals
on
here.
us for their survival.
I mean,
Mhm.
look at a pig. How far ago was that bred out of the wild boar? Do you think
boars.
that pig's gonna fucking survive out in the wild? I mean,
Nah,
cows.
you can't use pigs actually because pigs go back to wild in like really quick, like in a couple of years. Like if you let a pig go in the wild, it'll start growing hair again. Its tusks will start growing. It'll start-
Yeah, no, not the pigs we eat though, Alf. Like they
Yeah,
die.
yeah. No, those farm pigs, they change. You set them out free, and then like in a year or two, they'll start turning into boars. They really change really fast, and it works the other way around. If you take a boar and bring them into a domestic area, like 2-3 years, they'll start losing their hair and their tusks will fall out.
The pigs we have are huge. Like they can hardly walk.
Oh yeah, I guess because we're obese, yeah, the obese
I
ones,
don't see how that could change to a boar.
no, yeah, I guess the obese ones can't. That's true.
It's like a totally different species almost. Just like domesticated cows are almost a completely different species to bison. Like you can't compare.
And not just that. I mean, dairy cows are completely different to meat cows.
Yeah, cows aren't like that. Yeah, they're fucked. If we let them go in the wild, they'd be fucked. they wouldn't survive very long, and they'd suffer.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's continue.
Yep.
You're too much of a pussy to admit error. You're a
Yeah, you
joke.
pussy.
You're criticizing theists that are irrational, but at the moment you're a walking contradiction full of irrationality and steaming bullshit. Fuck off.
Nope, still haven't told
but
us
if
how.
someone
That
was
is the point. Like he says that without anything.
No, that's what
Like
I'm saying. He
that's
doesn't
the
explain it.
theme of this thing is he just says things with no backing, and then he provides us with like a clip of Devon, which doesn't really say anything. Usually Devon's mocking and joking in these clips. Like
Yeah, most of them have been him just explaining.
I mean,
why
look what he's done to his head. He's having a laugh. mate.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
nagging
they don't
him.
get it.
Like, fucking grow up and take a joke. Jeez.
Well, that's the problem with ideologues is you take the piss out of what they believe dearly, and they get offended by it.
Devon's not making any profound points here. He is negging this twat face.
Yeah.
Like,
And this
And
guy's an idiot,
they
and
take it
instead of
so
just calling
personally.
him an idiot, I will explain how he's an idiot. It's better to have someone with you on your cause who doesn't follow your cause 100% than to have somebody 100% against your cause.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Abusing a cow or a pig or a
Just because
chicken,
they don't
I'd be
get it.
against that too. So apparently, in their mind, if you eat meat, you're in favor of just the worst atrocities that happen in factory farming.
Oh,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you give a shit?
He's always
How
good.
in the world?
Come on, all of a sudden.
What?
When has he ever said he's for
dare
that?
you?
What an idiot. He's never said he was for that. No.
You don't know Devon.
Yeah.
He could have chained himself to factory farms years ago. You don't fucking know. Like, why make these assumptions?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I just think it's funny that he's like, oh, now you care. Like, what? When was he ever not caring? Like, I don't understand. Where did you get this concept from?
Exactly.
This is the first time you even heard of him talking
Bro,
about
like,
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
just because he doesn't consume himself with guilt for the actions of others, it doesn't mean that he doesn't care. Like, you dick
yeah,
ass.
you've heard of white guilt.
Dick ass.
This is human guilt.
Yeah, human guilt. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like white guilt. This
Yeah,
is.
okay, you've heard of white guilt. This is human guilt. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
It's at a larger level instead of just being about race. It's about
I think
species.
that's got to be on the thumbnail. What is human guilt? Play.
Yeah, this is human guilt.
I am
Yeah.
seriously questioning the functioning of your pea-sized brain right now. Is bolt gunning a cow in the
Pea-sized
head
brain.
and then slitting her fucking throat not abusing it? Do you even reality, bro?
I don't see
Oh
that.
my god.
How is that? It's funny he
Ugh.
doesn't explain it. How is it abuse if you kill it quickly? How is it abuse? I don't know.
Oh,
Fuck knows.
I'm not.
that's the contract we have with the animal. I'm going to feed you and look after you and take care of you.
and
At
then
the
I'm gonna
point
eat
of when we eat you, we are going to eat you. Like,
Yeah.
that's the contract. Like, I don't understand what contract's going to happen in their eyes. Like, people are just going to love them until these animals die of old age. Like, that's not going to happen, kid. Like,
you.
Are so incredibly indoctrinated and just too weak to break through it. It is hopeless. In my head, once I had watched this, you just died. And I hope that
There's nobody
someday you
cares.
will have the balls to go vegan and leave the fucking animals alone, you selfish, arrogant, retarded piece of scum.
Ugh.
I am so sorry.
God.
Leave the animals alone. He hasn't done anything to the
Leave them
animals. He doesn't work in the farm. Tell the people in the farms to leave the animals alone. Man.
For your loss of brain cells, and I hope you get better soon. Choke on a piece of flesh or man the fuck up.
I wonder if this guy shops at Walmart or, you know, companies as such. Like,
All those companies. I say this
doesn't
too.
care about morals. Like, he probably doesn't even think about it most of the time. Like, where did my shoes come from? Where did my fucking bed come from? Like,
Yeah.
this is bullshit.
I find that funny too, because all vegans basically they got to shop somewhere, and yes, some places have all vegan shops, but some places don't. You have no option for that. So they basically are going to these restaurants that serve meat, but they also have vegan foods. But the money you give them doesn't just only go to the vegan options; it goes to all the restaurant in general.
Yeah.
So
The
you're
whole
basically
restaurant,
contributing to meat consumption.
Yeah.
Even when if you shop at a supermarket and if you just shop in the vegan section, that money goes to the whole supermarket, which is contributing to meat consumption.
Yep.
So there's no way out of it. I mean, the only thing you'd have to do is like basically move into the woods and grow your own food. That's basically the only way you could truly be vegan and not contribute to meat.
But
slaughter.
then they wouldn't have their tofu.
Yeah.
Just drop out of civilization, kid. Just drop
Yeah,
out of it
yeah.
altogether. Go
Yeah,
live in a
vegans-
fucking shack. Go on.
They're communists.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. It'd be fun. You know, it'd be really funny is if he puts like a monetization on his video and YouTube starts promoting like Burger King and McDonald's in front of his fucking. That'd be funny.
That's what the fast food restaurants should do, is advertise their videos on
Advertise.
vegan channels.
Yeah, yeah, that would be funny.
Do you know what? I do see religious adverts on atheist channels.
Oh yeah, all the time. I do.
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I've seen it on Billy's channel. Billy's like super anti-theist, right? I've seen it on his channel all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. I've seen, you know what I've seen on Devon's channel? I've seen the Scientology commercials for the new television station they have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, let's finish this. Oh, is that it? Or
Yeah,
is he
that's
still
it.
talking?
It's all
Oh, that's it.
up. This guy's a moron. Can't take a joke, and also can't deal with creative criticism, basically.
Yeah, shitty ideas.
Cunt.
No entertainment value, and he doesn't explain anything. He's just basically insulting Devon the entire time.
3 minutes
Yeah.
of surgery.
Explaining anything.
Just like Isaac and Vegan Gains.
Well, I'll give that. Isaac and Vegan Gains at least explain why.
Well, they attempt to anyway.
No, they attempt to. Well, they at least explain their ideas, you know, of why they see this person as an idiot or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll explain it. This guy didn't even explain it, and it's like maybe if you had made other videos about this topic before, about Devon before, and explained it then that would be okay to make a video just insulting him. But he didn't even do that. He just went straight to insulting him with no explanation.
Exactly.
I know. I kind of feel for this kid because I know, you know, harboring all these bad emotions towards just normal people is not going to do him well in life. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's a
Yeah.
lot of people,
Stop.
though, isn't it?
and I would like.
They have that negative emotion, and they have to take it out on other people who they see as some kind of threat in some way. You know.
I think some of these people just want to feel superior to other people. They just
Yeah.
want to be able to say like, I do something that makes me better than everybody else. You know.
Oh,
And other people
it's
don't
the
do it, they get to-
Anarchist I'm better than you
Mhm.
bullshit.
They
Yeah.
feel better by tearing other people down.
Yeah, no, that's what it is, and then they get to throw it in people's faces, be like, "Oh, this guy that I've been watching, he doesn't do what I do. That makes me better than him. I'm gonna throw it in his face."
Yeah.
But in the end, I would like to tell this kid too that if he does smoke, like as in his avatar, then he's contributing to the death of millions of people, and has for, you know, to a product that's been killing millions of people for decades, maybe centuries.
I want to say to him that he should admit that he's wrong and come back into the fold. Return to us.
Return to us. Nah, fuck him. We don't need.
No, just don't live your life that way, dude. Don't get
This is,
angry at people over
yeah.
normal things. Like, that is such a waste of time.
Exactly.
I think Devon sees it like this, and I see it like this. This is like weeding out the idiots. Like we don't need you. You know, like
Yeah, that's true.
you don't want to watch his videos anymore. Good. Stop watching him. He doesn't need idiots watching his videos.
Get the
I
fuck
think he should-
out.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
And guess what? Everybody's going to disappoint you at some point. So
Yeah, Of
Yeah.
course,
deal with
nobody's
it.
perfect.
Learn to fucking deal with it.
This is why I don't have heroes or idols, because
Exactly.
they'll just disappoint you anyway. They're human beings. You know, maybe you idolize them for like one certain thing, but you're gonna find out another thing about them that you're like, oh, I don't like that.
We could use that perfectly for some of the Tommy Robinson fans out there at the moment.
Yeah, it kind of works the same too. And Lawrence Southern is like
Mhm.
these people that idolize them so much that even when they do something wrong and someone calls them out on it, they're like, "Oh, you're just jealous." Blah 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 blah. And it's like, no, we saw one thing they did wrong, and we're calling them out for that, as you should.
Exactly.
Which again, like this kid, I have no problem. You know, you feel like Devon did something wrong, you want to call him out, fine, but at least explain it. Don't just fucking make a video bashing on him. Explain what you think he's done wrong.
Well, that was
Yeah, you think he
basically
doesn't-
what all this video pretty much was screw you, Devon, rah, rah, rah,
Yeah,
rah.
basically, you're a weak retard. That's it. All right.
Well,
All right.
who's wrapping it up?
Nothing else to say.
Go ahead, Alfie.
Well, that's it for the ATeam video. This guy's an idiot, and if you want to tell him he's an idiot, go for it. I did. And
or yo, dude, if you want to come hang out with us and chat, why don't you? We'll have a
if you want to chat, if you want to chat, we're not really much for debating, but if you want to come chat,
if you want to come hang out and talk about it, we're willing to hear you out. Come on, either me, Alfie, or Jay will host it.
Yeah, we've had plenty of discussions with vegans before. It's gone pretty well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Again, this was Alfie, Jay, Aimee, and Krissy, and Dan just lurking about like the gay boy that he is.
Gay.
Looking for that boy pussy. ATeam out.
Bye.
Bye.
God damn it.